Now, first off, we're gonna be using Gmail, so make sure you're signed up with Gmail, or you get a Gmail account. Anybody from anywhere over the world can get it. And the other thing we're gonna be using is we are going to be using, if you click these little buttons right here, we are going to be using Google Contacts to manage our email list. So yes, you can use Google Contacts as your email list, but we will need to import contacts into here in order to actually be able to email people and create our list. Now, once we create our list, the technical term is we are giving it a label. So you can import contacts here and you can manage it with different labels, and we will create a label later on, and I'm gonna show you how. And then I'll show you where you can get emails, how you can sign up to make money sending those emails. And we will be using what's called affiliate marketing through a site called Digistore24 to actually email people and make money from doing it. Okay, so how do we actually make, where do the contacts come in? Where's the free list? Where we make money? So the site you're gonna wanna go to is you're gonna wanna go to a forum called raidforums.com, okay? raidforums.com, and you'll see it right here. I'm gonna verify I'm not a robot. Now, the site we will be using to get the contacts that we send out emails to is called raidforums.com. Now, Raidforums is a very interesting site to be on, and they have a lot of databases here, and as you see, raidforums.com. Now, what we are interested in is going to the databases section right here, okay? Databases, and we're gonna click on databases, and what you will see is we have a list here. This is real. Prepare for your mind to be blown. Prepare for the nuclear mind-blowing moment. Right here on this web page, you have access to download 6.1 billion email addresses from 344 breached databases. Okay, now in choosing which list we actually download, you'll see right here on the left side is how many records are in them. So you'll see that, you know, Adobe, for instance. Adobe, many of you probably know Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Acrobat, which used to view PDFs. Over 152 email addresses of users of Adobe were leaked back in 2013, and you can have them all, okay? Now here we are, alpha.sx, and we're gonna click download here to get the database. Now what we see when we go here is we see that it has 8,500 entries, and we can click here to download it. So we can click download. I believe in order to get some of these things, you either need credits or you need to post messages on the forum in order to get these. Now I've downloaded the database, but in this case it's a zipped file, which means the contents have been compressed so they're smaller. So if you don't have something that can open zip files, you will need to actually search in your computer WinRAR. Okay, WinRAR. And you can go to WinRARlab.com, and you can click there and you can download it free. So just go over where it clicks downloads, and you would just click whatever version is for your particular computer, you know, 32-bit for Windows, or maybe you're using Mac or Linux, whatever you're using. Now, once you've downloaded WinRAR and you've installed it, you would open up, you will be able to open up this file, which is the database I downloaded. And here I am. I'm just gonna extract to my downloads, and I'm gonna open up the folder, and you'll see here that we actually have a file, but it's a TXT file, okay, which means it's a tab separated file. Now, in order to open this in Excel, you're gonna need to actually change the extension of the file. And in order to do that, what you will need to do, if your computer doesn't already allow you to change the extension of a file, is in Windows, you will need to go to File, you will need to click Change Folder and Search Options right here. Within here, you'll need to click View. And once you're under View, you will need to go down to the checkbox which says Hide Extensions for Known File Types. You'll need to make sure this is unchecked, okay? Unchecked for hide extensions for known file types right there. So once you do that, you will be able to manipulate this file, and what you will do is you will right click and you will click rename on Windows, rename file. And once you click that, you will simply just change this to say CSV. And it will say if you change the file name extension, it may become unstable. You want to change it, and we will click yes. Now we're going to open it in Excel or whatever your favorite file thing is. Okay, now here we are inside of the file, and what you'll notice is there's a lot of messy data, and this is kind of what happens with a lot of data breaches. But we will notice we have emails. Okay, we have a lot of emails, and you can see the emails are in here, and there's thousands and thousands of emails in here, along with, you know, the person's username, you know, Louis Edward, Crucified Filth, the Awesome Man, Grant Demand, etc. And you have a lot more information, you know, what their avatar was, their rewards, how many posts they did. We don't care about any of that information. What we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna delete all other informations. Notice I'm selecting up here, and I'm clicking and I'm dragging across, and I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna click delete, okay? I'm gonna click delete. I'm just gonna clear all the information we don't need. Because all we're concerned about here is those emails, those beautiful little emails. Now the next step is I'm gonna delete all of the other data that's in here. There's a lot of interesting data. There's language, password data. Look, see, these are their passwords, etc. And we're going to delete that information. So now all we're left with is the emails. Now, we don't actually want to go through. You'll see there's 8,500 emails. And in order to upload these emails, we need to remove these little things right here, just like that. But you don't want to do that 8,000 times, right? You don't. It's gonna suck. So what we're gonna do is we're simply gonna take one of these characters. I'm gonna click copy, then we'll click find. Okay, so I'm using Control F, or we can do, there's a find button. There's a find and replace button somewhere. But I just use Control F, or on Apple, it's Apple F, I believe. And I'll just type in this character. I want to replace this, and if we zoom, I can't really zoom in. You see there's a little dot there, and we're going to replace that with nothing, okay? We just don't type in anything. And then we want to click replace all right there. Okay, great. It says it made 16,000 replacements. I'm going to click OK. Now, here we have 8,000 emails. Now, one thing to note is we can only send 500 emails in Gmail in a day. That's one of the limits they have set within their email provider thing. So given that, I'm going to only select 499 emails and then delete every other email that goes out. So I'm going to scroll down here until we're at 490. Okay, and then I'm going to delete every other email to the bottom, and I'm just going to click delete. And now we have an email list with 490 emails here.